Right, right. Let's get to the
Laka,
question. Right,
laka.
right. So, firstly, the brokers, that's a very big problem now. So, I'm using Volt markers currently, right, and Globex. Now, a lot of stories with it, but you got over 700 people. I'll keep it confidential, right? So,
Mm.
I'm using Volt. What do you think about Volt in the long term?
Yeah, honestly speaking, I like when you said there's over 700 people who are watching. Because of now, I can't really make comments about specific brokers and say this broker, this broker. As you know, me and I'm an Xness ambassador. I'm actually an ambassador with Xness, so I can't be talking about this broker and this broker. But I've got my reservations. Yeah, I've got my
Right,
reservations about it. Yeah.
okay.
So I'm under a contract, so I can't talk about brokers, but I would like to talk about them, but I can't because I'm under this contract. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I understand that the story with the licenses and the FSCA, there's not all to it. You need to have another specific license, but we leave that for another time, right?
Okay, when you talk
Uh,
about licensing, I can tell you about licensing, yeah. But if you ask about the broker specifically, the licensing that we have right now, as a matter of fact, there's going to be a lot of serious shutdown. This was told to me in 2016. 6 years ago, one guy came to me, and I was in Michelangelo in Santin. And he says to me, Ref Wayne, I hope you are ready, boss. I said, ready for what? He says, there's going to be a crackdown on mentors, on educators, on brokers. I said, what do you mean? 6 years ago. And he says to me, there's going to be, this is the one guy who's in the inside now. I can't name names. He says to me, there's going to be, imagine 6 years ago, he said to me, most brokers in South Africa, they're going to be shut down. Hey,
yeah, yeah.
I said, you know what, I'm coming there to the brokers that are going to be shut down, but let's talk about the mentors because I'm a mentor. I was a little bit worried. And he
Right.
says to me, even mentors and educators of trading in Forex is going to be illegal one day soon to teach someone how to trade because you will need to have your REs. You need to be a financial advisor in a near time. So he says to me, fix your papers, start going back to school or hire someone and get your certificates because we're going to have a crackdown. And every single mentor who's going to be saying, I'm a trader, hey, I'm teaching you how to trade, is going to be a papa. You have the papers. What are your qualifications? You're not there. So they started already with the brokerage side of things. They're coming now soon to the Forex educators. So everyone must just watch out. So imagine now, hey, come join my school. Papa, your school, it's a nice school. Show us your
Mm.
papers. Are you an advisor? No, I'm just, okay. Follow
That's
us.
the problem. That's the problem, you see,
So,
because now
So on the
it's
brokerage side of things, on the brokerage side of things, there's a license now, which is the ODP license. So the ODP license is a license that is in here right now in South Africa. Of course, I'm in India. I'm in your country, man. You need to come back home. Okay. All right.
um,
So ODP is a license now that every broker must have. So the biggest brokers have. They're just doing I can say just to shake earthquake people just to say guys we're here, but they haven't really went deeper. They're going to go deeper. So other brokers are still not really caring about this thing. But you saw what happened to Veracity. You saw what happened to JP already. The first guys. You won the case already, but they say even after you won the case, you still want to have this ODP license. What is the ODP license? Okay, the ODP license is a very, very powerful license, over-the-counter derivatives license. Do you know what is Forex trading? Let me just ask you, do you know what is Forex trading?
yeah, you spoke about it before.
I can see you. Okay, what we are doing as we are calling it Forex trading,
Yeah,
truly speaking, it is not Forex trading. Currently,
right.
whatever that we are doing as Forex traders is not Forex trading. What we are doing is called CFD trading.
Yeah,
We are
right.
trading contracts for differences. So this
Right.
is what is happening. That is why people are saying market makers, all these things is just nonsense. Because of what we're trading is not Forex. That's just the truth. I don't know, people will hate me for that. It's CFD trading. So what is
Yeah.
happening is that we are trading something called Euro USD.
Mm-hmm.
Euro USD is currently trading at 5.55. That's fine. CFD trading, it says to you that, hey, CFD trading, this is CFD trading. So USD right now is at 5.55. What do you think will happen? Do you think it will go up or go down? Someone says it's going to go up. Okay, you buy. But when you are buying, you're not buying your USD. You are buying the contract. You are buying that promise that it's going to go up. USD is not going to be affected by you. You can place a buy with 1 million rand. It will not move because of you. Its price is moved solely by traders who have nothing to do with brokers as we know them, who are not connected with us. The broker is the one that is connected to the real traders in the market. So we as retail traders, we are just saying it's going to go up or it's going to go down. If it goes up, this is what's going to happen. The broker will have to pay you for being correct. And if it goes down, then you will pay the broker for being incorrect. So it's an exchange of price. So the broker is not essentially a broker, because the real word of a broker is a middleman. That is why you'll find there's no broker that calls itself a broker. We call them a broker, but go to any website of any broker. There's no word of a broker there. The broker is a CFD provider. This is too deep. This is too deep. This is too deep. This is too deep. So listen to me now. So the license now, it gives permission to all so-called brokers to say, yes, we are actually trading against the client.
I know there's only one broker right now in SA that has the ODP. Only one.
Which broker?
That we'll talk privately, not over here.
No, actually, what has an ODP license so far is also Quasi also has an ODP license, and the banks have the ODP license, and some other institutional brokers. But now there are two options that brokers have right now. If a broker wants to operate in South Africa without a license, without the ODP license, it means that the broker must not register any company in South Africa. It must be registered wherever it is registered, whether it is in Cyprus or whether it is in the islands, Cayman Islands, wherever. It must not have even one office in South Africa, so long as it does not have the ODP license, because then it will be illegal. So you as Dylan, then you'll be working with a broker there, and then but when it has an office and registered in South Africa, that ODP must come in. And a lot of brokers are in the ODP license. But now the ODP license is not like the normal licenses like before, category 1, category 2, and all these licenses. No. The ODP license is very hard because now there you need to always give financial statements to show exactly how much money you are making. So it has a lot of red tapes, you know. So some brokers might do it, some brokers might not do it. And there's also a minimum that you must have capital. So really, if you are fly by night, it's going to be hard for you to get the ODP.
That's the problem, man. We need to train the brokers, man. You must teach us. Why not teaching us, man?
No, right now, I think I want people to shift from the retail trader mindset and start shifting now to institutional. Then many people are going to become successful in trading.
And last one, order flow. What do you think about that there?
Yeah, so when you talk about the order flow, there's different types of order flow. There's a guy of mine who said to me, hey man, I'm trading order flow. And I checked, he's not trading order flow. So when we talk about order flow, we're talking about the flow of orders that are coming into the market. Earlier on, I said something. I said, we are not trading you know, I don't want to lie to you. The minute I open a buy USD or a sell or whatever, you on the other side is Dylan. We are not connected at all. Like, we are just not connected. So the real market is the interbank. So you need to know, I don't want to know what Dylan is doing in the market. Because Dylan, whatever position that Dylan is doing in the market is not affecting me in any way. I want to know what the real banks are doing, the interbank. I'm talking about JP Morgan, I'm talking about Chase, I'm talking about, what are these people doing? So the order flow now helps us to know the flow of orders that are coming in, that, oh, there's so many people who are buying now at this time. And let's go back to the word Forex. Forex is a foreign exchange, right? And what moves the market? Do you know what moves the market?
Fundamentals.
Fundamentals move the market, yes. So in other words, right now I'm in India. I want to sell I saw there's a temple here in India, where people pray. As a matter of fact, I saw so much weaves. So I didn't even know this. I was going to pray in the temple and I saw weaves on the floor. I said, what's happening? He said, no, one of the priests said, no, people like who don't want their hair, like who are being initiated and everything, they cut off their hair and we sell these weaves to South Africa, all over the world. So many weaves, like nice weaves, like if you can see, there is like Slay Queen vibes, like you can buy 3,000, 5,000 rand, and that's cut there. I could even take some. That's why I remember this other ex of mine who was in the hair industry. I said, hey, she missed out now. Look, I was going to be taking this weave for her. The weave already, if I can take hundreds of those and send them to South Africa, already what I'm doing is Forex. So we want to know how many people are taking the weaves at a certain time and sending them to South Africa. If you can know that, then I know that many people will be exchanging the hand. So that is order flow. I'm just giving you a basic of it. Of course, it's not only that, it's every single thing that we're trading. From any single thing. So people must acclimatize themselves with what? Fundamentals. They need to know what moves the market. Politics now, you need to really read more about these things. What is happening right now? There's Ukraine, there's Russia. What is really wheat? They're living their life, they don't know what's happening. People are just oblivious, they are ignorant, they don't know what is happening. So in Forex, if you want to be the best, you need to know what is being sold right now. Where does the diamond go? What is happening? You know, what does the country export? If I can ask you right now, what does South Africa export? What is it good with? What is, no one can tell me anything. They don't know anything. So they don't know the minerals. So we can't know a lot of things. So order flow now gives us that option to see. But that is just a long explanation of it. I like technology now. Technology, it has the story short for us. There's softwares right now that will just show you how many people are buying what at what price. And order flow software. So you need to really go deep on order flow because it will give you every single thing. Last time I gave out a signal on GBP USD. I mean that order flow helped me a lot in that because I was seeing so many orders coming in. If you want to understand order flow, then you need to use something called the footprint chart. I don't know if you know the footprint chart. So remember, there's candlestick chart, there's bar chart, there's a PNF chart, but there's also Renko. There's also many charts, but there's also a footprint chart. Many traders, they don't know what is a footprint chart, and the footprint chart now gives us the orders as it is, like it's a hack. This is just so much.
And just before the next person can also have a chance. When you're coming to Durban, man, we need to connect one-on-one now.
Durban. By the way, Durban, I'm a product of Durban. My first client that I taught was in Durban. Durban believed in me when Soweto didn't believe in me. All these other places didn't. I was, the rules to open, their arms, really, really welcome me. So I welcome to Durban because I've got a very serious anointing in Durban. They just love what I'm doing in Durban, and they're risk takers in Durban. I've seen. There they take risks. I used to go in the same meeting and say, guys, let's try it now, let's do this. People are more, they're ready. But then you find so in other places, seriously, it will not work. They're really, really, but they're just excited. So I love them. KZN as a whole. Those people, no, I love them. And I'll come. Mr. Dylan, I think.
All right, no problem. Thanks, my man. All right,
let's go to the next person.